The anime begins showing a giant monster with high-level strength attacking the entire city. A group of superpowered teams was deployed to overcome the appearance of this monster. Even though their attack was right on target, the monster was still able to get up again, so they started to spread out to avoid the attack. A man saw a small child wandering alone because a monster was heading towards him. He immediately took action to save the small child. However, the person who defeated the monster was not himself, but a small child who was saved by the man. Several years later, the person who is thought to have defeated the monster, named Zhuo Yai, has gained the reputation of a hero. He has gained fame and is known by many people, while the child named Wangling is now a teenager. He went to school at Vaxi 60 with below-average strength scores. At his new school, he was bullied by his seniors. Luckily, a talented student named Sunrong came to his defense, but Wangling just walked away and didn't pay much attention to it. According to the regulations, every new student had to take an exam, which was a test to assess their strength and to determine their class. In this exam, Sunrong got the highest score, but Wangling was immediately overtaken because he actually had strength that could not be measured. Sunrong and Wangling were placed in the elite class. Then the first activity they do is make a summons. Once again, Sunrong attracted attention because he succeeded in summoning an animal manifestation on the first try. Meanwhile, Wangling secretly summoned a mystical animal, a giant frog, which his teacher immediately turned into a dog. Since he was a baby, Wangling has been able to crawl and walk on his own. Then when he was 6 years old, his parents saw Wangling defeat a monster with strength beyond reason. To prevent unwanted things from happening, Wangling's father looked for ways to suppress his strength. But none of this worked because his strength was already at a different level. Instead of providing relief, his power caused a lot of problems for his family. On his birthday, their house caught fire. Wangling also injured his friends when they touched him. Therefore, his parents wanted Wangling to have a normal life. So Wangling secretly decided not to do anything flashy. One day when the election campaign was held for chairman, Sunrong was deemed to have cheated because he had distributed goods to get lots of votes. Sunrong denied this statement. He said he just wanted to show his abilities. He didn't force people to choose him. He is sure that those who want to believe and accept him will definitely choose him because he wanted the items offered by Sunrong. At that time, Wangling cast 5 votes to get the 5 items he wanted. Because of his actions, Sunrong was able to escape from the situation that cornered him. He even had the opportunity to use force to attract them to him, but the enchantment spell used by Sunrong was immediately discovered by Wangling, so he could do something to escape the influence of that force. The next day, Sunrong often pays attention to Wangling. It seems that Wangling accidentally reversed the enchantment spell in the previous incident. When Wangling looked at him, he immediately understood that he had attracted someone's heart, so he touched Sunrong's hair to cancel the charm spell. However, even though the charm spell had been cancelled, his treatment only made Sunrong like him even more. When studying the process of making vitality pills, all the students brought their equipment. Each class leader brought a large stove that belonged to his family. Sunrong used a sophisticated machine belonging to his parents' company, while Wangling intends to make it using a microwave. Yu Huo assumes they brought the wrong equipment. With his knowledge in antique equipment, he believes he can create quality vitality parties when all the students are outside the room. Wangling came back early to prevent the green dog from causing trouble. Then and after his business was finished, Guo Heyo suspected Wangling of taking his stove with him. Guo Heyo also used poison to stop the Wangling, but the poison ended up hitting Shen Xiao, who was being controlled by darkness. Wangling could have cured him easily, but because Guo Heyo didn't hear what he said, they intended to hide Shen's shop and make an antidote to cure him. Even though there were many glitches in the manufacturing process, they managed to create an antidote at the right time. During break time, Sunrong suddenly asked Wangling to go on a date. While Wangling was confused about how to answer, from a distance there was a group of people targeting Sunrong. They intended to kill Sunrong because he was the heir to a large company. Wangling, who was aware of this, did something to prevent Sunrong from being killed and made the group of assassins abandon their plan. The next day, Sunrong picked Wangling up at her house. For a student, every student should study at school. If a girl is forced to date, whether her father or mother might not allow it. But they were so supportive of Wangling going on a date that he couldn't help but immediately go on a date with Sunrong. The news about Sunrong leaving with Wangling had already spread. The Shadow faction will use this opportunity to target Sunrong again when Sunrong visits the amusement park. They started attacking him using firearms secretly. Wangling, who was by his side, tried to protect Sunrong. To protect Sunrong from assassins, Wangling uses his special abilities so that his abilities are not revealed. Many times he had to erase Sunrong's memory every time he saw her power. Later that evening, Sunrong invited Wangling to ride Wahana. Wangling thought that maybe the atmosphere would become calmer. But in reality, they ended up facing the criminals directly because the criminals made Sunrong cry. Wangling began to seriously show his strength. At that time, he no longer erased Sunrong's memories. For the first time, he let others know his strength. The group of assassins who are targeting Sunrong are from a Shadow faction. So far, they have always succeeded in killing their targets. To maintain their reputation, they sent more skilled assassins to kill Sunrong. Meanwhile, Sunrong, who was carrying out school activities, received special protection from the school. He was escorted by many great and experienced guards. However, for criminals, breaking into the school environment is not difficult. They can infiltrate easily because their abilities are greater than those of security officers. Therefore, the level 1 teacher at the school decided to intervene. He faced one-on-one against a poison master from the Shadow faction. When Wangling and the others were gathering, Wangling received a gift package from a website. Then when his gift was delivered via drone, he went alone to the school roof. Their teacher, who was fighting against criminals, looked overwhelmed. But in the end, he was able to survive every attack and was able to defeat the enemy he fought. Wangling arrived at the school roof. There he met a group of criminals from a Shadow faction. Apart from coming to collect the package, Wangling also came and warned them that they had failed. Listening to his words, the villain went berserk and attacked Wangling with all his strength. The last attack from the Shadow faction member resulted in Wangling's power exploding and flying towards him. In order not to attract attention, Wangling pretended to faint and handed everything over to Master Zoe. Sunrong, who didn't know anything, was very worried about Wangling's situation. Therefore, he directed the greatest medical experts to treat Wangling. 10 days later, Wangling was still resting at home. He was told by his mother to go to school the next day. At the same time, Sunrong and her friends came to visit him. There they thought that Wangling was still not cured, but when Sunrong was about to give him suspicious medicine, Wangling immediately woke up and said that he had recovered. Because Wangling was feeling better, his friends gave him a tool from his teacher. This tool functions to assess strength in national strength tests. Wangling's friend Shen Xiao began to measure his strength. For the first time, he can get points by condensing power, then forming it into a ball. Once the ball is formed, they will immediately get points and their ranking will appear. Elsewhere, several students tried to measure their strength and then they got first place after just one try. At the same time, Sunrong was interested in giving it a try and it turned out that he got second place out of the top 10. Then when Wangling's turn came, he intended to release a little of his strength. But because the power was too great, he had to immediately move it to another place. Even though he had limited his power and transferred his power to outer space, the device he used could still detect his power. He shocked people because he suddenly got first place with 0 points. When the strength test results come out, some people assume that a system error has occurred. According to the teacher, Wangling tends to get low grades in his class, making it impossible to get first place at the national level. Additionally, because Sunrong and Wangling have boosted their school grades, they are invited to compete in a sword competition. The academy team that will be the opponent has been carrying out special training for months. When interviewed, their leader said something to Faction 60. They said that Sunrong was a genius girl. Sunrong achieved extraordinary achievements during the test of his strength. However, because Wangling won first place, he looked annoyed and didn't want to comment much. Based on the regulations, there are at least 5 participants in one team. Since Faction 60 only registered 4 students, their master decided to send the green dog to be a participant. One night, the team from Faction 60 talked about the swords they would use. Wangling's friends showed off their spirit swords via social media. Chen Xiao will use the sword inherited from his family. Guo Ha will use the sword summoned by himself. In order to avoid damage in the middle of the match, Sunrong also prepared a large number of swords, while Wangling did not intend to show his own sword. Even though he doesn't show it, he secretly has a very strong sword. Actually, Wangling really didn't want to take part in the sword competition. He was afraid that his strength would be revealed and it would cause panic. His friends and teachers were looking forward to the competition. Even though he didn't want to come, he had to fulfill their expectations. The next day, Wangling and his friends will visit the competition area. On their way, they are trailed by the leader of a shadowy faction. Even though his plans have been thwarted many times, it seems that the Shadow faction still intends to kill Sunrong. Then when Wangling and the others arrived at the competition area, they immediately received a welcome from the opposing party, but the opposing party did not greet them in a warm way. They mock each other to advance the team they are going to fight. Even the teacher of Faction 59 looks down on Wangling too much. They thought that Wangling had the lowest level of strength. When Wangling was humbled in front of the people, the seal to contain his power was suddenly broken. Without the restraining seal, Wangling's power became uncontrollable. When his power went out of control, there was an explosion of enormous power. Wangling took advantage of the opportunity by pretending to be sick, even though something unexpected happened. Wangling's plan to avoid the match seems to have been successful. At the same time, the head of the Shadow faction who was targeting Sunrong saw that Sunrong was very concerned about Wangling. Therefore, he would leverage Wangling into his plan to assassinate Sunrong. Wangling, who appeared to have fallen ill, was handled by their team. Because the Wanglings were treated badly, Sunrong got emotional and took out the spirit sword to teach them a lesson. Fortunately, fights between participants could be prevented so they could continue their activities to prepare for the match. Meanwhile, Wangling, who was being taken to the medical room, suddenly disappeared. Even though someone had attacked him, he seemed to be fine. Because his 5 seals were damaged, he was worried that losing control of his power would lead to the destruction of the world. Therefore, he secretly tried to go out to meet his father. Wang plans to replace the new seal before his power begins to explode. The day before the match started, there were many problems they faced. Wang, who tried to meet his father, ended up getting lost while in the competition arena. Sunrong and the others were involved in a conflict with participants from Faction 59. One of the delinquent children tried to approach Sunrong because his behavior had gone too far. A fight broke out between them. Luckily, Wang met them again at the right time. He managed to save his friends and make the conflict between them subside, but he lost the opportunity to replace the power seal. Therefore, Wang couldn't do much when he was kidnapped by a shadow faction. A woman named Jiang Luing is the leader of a shadow faction. After successfully stealing Wang, he ordered his subordinates to watch over him. He said he had already gotten a big response because Wang is very close to Sunrong. He would use Wang to trap him. Jiang Luing didn't know that he was facing a time bomb. If the seal is released, Wang will immediately release a power that can destroy the world. Then while everyone was discussing, Jiang Luing infiltrated the room disguised as a participant. In the hope of catching Sunrong off guard, he stated that Wang had been kidnapped. Sunrong did not remain silent. He and the others rushed towards the place where Wang was being held hostage. The person holding Wang hostage was just an old man. Even though he is old, he has terrifying abilities and strength. Even a group of strong people couldn't match him. He also cornered Sunrong when he faced him direct. However, no matter how strong the people he fought were, they were still not strong enough to fight Wang. Again, without people knowing, Wang managed to overcome everything alone. Shortly after the conflict began to subside, he hid one of the participants from the opposing party. This was done so that the sword match could be cancelled. Wang attempts to cancel the match did not appear to be successful. Even though he had hidden one of the participants, someone else had replaced him. With this, the match between Faction 60 and Faction 59 can take place. At the start of the match, Isekai investigates the strength level of his opposing team. He could also detect that Hebopen's strength had changed. Therefore, their chairman warned them to be careful. In the middle of the match, Faction 59 controlled the ground altar, while Faction 60 had not yet controlled any altar. Shen Xiao tried to control the altar, but his efforts were immediately thwarted by Isekai. Meanwhile, Wang, who was at another altar, just kept quiet and watched the fight. At the same time, Sunrong almost took control of the water altar. Then there was a fierce fight between Sunrong and the leader of the opposing party. The fight became an unbalanced battle. Sunrong is overwhelmed because he has to face 2 very strong people. Apart from Sunrong, almost all the participants from the 60th faction were also defeated by them, so that Faction 59 can control the altar easily. While they were leading the match, suddenly an abnormal situation occurred. When his friend had run out of ways to deal with the enemy, Wang suppressed emotions caused the energy in his body to become uncontrollable. Only the green dog could help him. When the dog comes into contact with Wang, most of the energy can be absorbed by the dog. Wang could use force without needing to be afraid of destroying everything. When Wang unites with the dog, his strength really increases drastically. He can throw other participants just by touching them. Wang felt that he was only touching her gently, but according to the victim's testimony, it was as if she had been hit by a speeding truck. Since then, the 60th faction has been able to reverse the situation and seize the altars that have been controlled by the opponent one by one. After successfully controlling several altars, Wang immediately went to the water altar. Even though he was guarded by 4 people, they were no longer able to compete with him. Therefore, the 59th faction planned another strategy, namely by avoiding fighting against Wang and controlling each altar by surrounding it. That way, Wang won't be able to win if he competes alone. After finding out the strategy they used, Wang immediately found a way to overcome it. In order to gain control of the altar first, he used a large amount of energy to increase his speed. However, using such a method is very difficult to do. Therefore, Wang canceled his plan. He had discussions with his team to use another plan proposed by Sunrong. When all the 60 faction members started to rise, they all worked together to turn the situation around. As much as possible, they avoided meaningless battles and focused more on mastering all the altars. Not long after, Wang and his friends succeeded in capturing 4 altars. Then when Sunrong was about to take control of the fire altar, an incident occurred that caused Gyoheo's attack to hit him. For Sunrong, this match is not just an ordinary match because the person he is fighting comes from a rival family, so he must win to maintain his family's reputation. In order to control the fire altar, he fought while guarding the area so that the enemy could not enter it. Elsewhere, Shen Xiao is fighting to defend the metal altar. He realized that defeating the enemy was not the main goal in the competition. To be the winner, they have to keep their opponents from taking control of the altar which they are guarding. The fight between Sunrong and the leader of the opposing team is still continuing. Even though he had lost some of his weapons, Sunrong continued to fight with the sword he was holding. His subordinate Thang Xingzai wanted to help him in the fight, but he refused because he wanted to defeat Sunrong honorably. When Wang Ling was guarding the water altar, Isabei watched him secretly, while Shen Xiao looked overwhelmed when facing Hebofeng. Sunrong also experienced the same thing. He seemed to be having a really hard time capturing the fire altar. That's when a huge energy surge occurred simultaneously. Shen Xiao succeeded in awakening his hidden power. Gue Hio, who was with Sunrong, also used a secret skill to summon a very powerful sword spirit. The strategy proposed by Sunrong was successfully implemented. Faction 60 can turn things around by controlling almost all the altar. They still have the opportunity to catch up with Faction 59, so they must have a backup plan to ensure victory. Sunrong says that only Wang Ling can solve everything. Because his spiritual power was very low after separating the body from the dog, he could disappear silently from Isabei's control, while the dog that is separated from Wang Ling can stay at the water altar to trick him. Even though Wang Ling continued to walk towards victory, his father's heart became increasingly restless and afraid. Since childhood, Wang Ling has been accustomed to putting aside his desire to compete, whether he loses or wins. People always think of him as a strange child, therefore he always suppresses his emotions, so as not to take excessive actions. Even though many things had happened, in the end all the altars were controlled by the 60th faction. However, when Wang Ling was with Sunrong, Jiang Luing appeared in front of him and attacked Sunrong from behind. This made Wang Ling unable to hold back his emotions any longer. The anger that exploded within him caused the seal to shatter so that his power could not be controlled. To prevent the destruction of the world, the green dog uses its power to stop time. Then when time stopped, Wang Ling went berserk and attacked Jiang Luing with terrible power. Wang Ling almost killed him, but he managed to recover because Sunrong crossed his mind. Instead of continuing the fight, he preferred to meet Sunrong, whose condition was increasingly critical. The move released by Jiang Luing was too deadly. One blow directly shattered Sunrong's soul. In order for Wang Ling to continue being with Sunrong, he only has two choices, namely stopping time forever or returning time to a previous world. But what Wang Ling did was not reverse time. He accidentally created an alternative world where there was no Sunrong in the alternative world. Wang Ling lives the relaxed life he always wanted, but he still felt like he had lost something most precious to him. Because time has stopped and the new world continues to absorb everything from the old world, the destruction of the old world will truly occur. To prevent the world from being destroyed by Wang Ling, the entity that controls life returns Sunrong's soul to her body. By bringing Sunrong back to life, the world can be saved and Wang Ling can meet Sunrong again. Thank you to keep watching the content from this channel. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can keep you updated with our latest contents. See you in the next video.